What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. So, this is from the Washington Post, and I'm going to play this here. Then I'm just going to talk for a minute. Trump had no business saying that Aretha Franklin worked for him on the day, well, after the day of her death. You know, there's, I don't know what goes on through Trump's mind, but even if she did work for him, you don't say something like that when she's dead. When she can't speak for herself. You know? Because I'm pretty sure there was no employment that Aretha Franklin had under Trump. I'm pretty sure of it. But let me just play this thing here and then we can talk for a minute. If I can get this to play.
Well, I want to begin today by expressing my condolences to the family of a person I knew well. She worked for me on numerous occasions. She was terrific. Aretha Franklin, on her passing. She's brought joy to millions of lives, and her extraordinary legacy will thrive and inspire many generations to come. She was given a great gift from God, her voice, and she used it well. People loved Aretha. She's a special woman, so I just want to pass on my warmest best wishes and sympathies to her family.
Now that's from the horse's mouth himself, and I'm saying that exactly how. Hold on.
RESPEC.
And I'm saying that how it is because he is a horse. Trump is a horse. Listen, I'm going to read things. I'm going to read a little bit down here. But what he's talking about is a few shows that she came and might have sung at his casino. You know, that she came and sung at his casino, whatever. Which didn't do well, by the way. Alright, so let's read on a little bit. Aretha Franklin hadn't ventured far from her hometown, Detroit, for 3 years. But in the final weeks of 1988, the Queen of Soul boarded a custom-made bus, foregoing more traditional modes of transport, and set off for Atlantic City. On a short notice, and with little fanfare, she had been booked to perform at Trump's Castle, a casino opened 3 years earlier by Donald Trump in the Garnish Xanadu of sun and slot machines on the Jersey shore. We got 22 people with us on the bus, plus all the new exquisite lavish gowns I'm wearing in the show, she said, according to a 1989 biography by Mark Begel. Aretha Franklin. So a particularly prized outfit, she said, was a gold coat in which she would take her final bow and indulge her audience with an encore. It had 4 feet of white fox cuffs that dropped all the way from my wrist to my knees. The real estate tycoon had opened the casino, his second in Atlantic City, in 1985, the same year that Aretha Franklin released Who's Zooming Who, the album that yada yada yada. 3 decades later, Trump's castle is defunct. He's president of the United States, and Aretha Franklin has died. She passed away Thursday from pancreatic cancer. You can go and read the rest for this for yourself. Listen. Trump, I'm gonna, I gotta say this about the guy because I know that Trump is a closet racist. I know he is. And it's funny to me how when he was around the Black Caucus, all those black people around and all that, and there was one guy that said that he is the most pro-black president that this country ever had. And I had to laugh at that. That was a joke to me. That was an absolute joke. How and then this one guy, like, he praised Trump and then like talked about Obama. And that just baffled me. Like, how do you praise a guy who, number one, had communications with David Duke, okay, the former leader of the KKK, okay, and in one of his rallies, he had to point out to a black guy and say, "Look at my African American supporter over there, or friend over there." You know what I'm saying? Who does things like that? Who does that? Trump do. He goes on, Trump goes on this big thing like he saved the black community, giving us jobs and things like that. But you're only doing that because you need those black votes. You don't care for black people, Trump. You never have. Midterms coming up. I gotta make sure that I get the vote from the minority race. I gotta make sure I get the vote from the Latino race. The Hispanic race. I gotta get those votes. So I'm gonna go out there and give them jobs. Just because you do one good, very small deed doesn't give you enough credit for you to stay our president of the United States. Okay? Just to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may have gave minorities, you may have gave black people jobs, but you are still not our president. And you're damn sure not no pro-black of anything. I mean, you got Ben Carson in charge of the HUD program, and now you want to take HUD away. Ben Carson, I don't think he represents black folks either, by the way. He don't represent black folks. I can tell you that right now. That man is the biggest Uncle Tom that there is. But anyway, let me get back to this thing here. Aretha Franklin didn't work for you. She might have came and did a couple of shows, but she really didn't work for you. And to say it in that way, after her passing, after her death, is extremely disrespectful, Trump. Extremely disrespectful. And you need to go on Twitter, like you do with everything else, and apologize for that. Okay? Because she didn't work for you. She did a couple of shows for you, but she didn't work for you. Okay? Let's just get that out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when someone cannot come and defend themselves from the statement that you made. That's like saying, the black person at a plantation. Oh, he works for me. I just don't like that. I just don't like. Maybe that's not a good terminology either, or whatever. But I don't like the word Aretha Franklin worked for you. I don't like that. And her family damn sure don't like that. The supporters don't like that. So Trump, you need to apologize. And you need to do it ASAP. This is the Bear, and I'm out. Peace.
And try a little tenderness.